Hey guys, it's Eric again here doing some interviews, so stay tuned to see what happens. Can you tell me what holiday is coming up this weekend?
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Can you tell me what we're celebrating this weekend?
Labor Day.
Memorial Day or Labor Day? Labor Day.
Can you tell me what we're going to be celebrating this weekend?
A friend of ours' wedding.
Labor Day.
Can you tell me why we celebrate Labor Day?
Labor Day, we celebrate the fact that
I have no idea.
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think about why we celebrate Labor Day.
I don't know.
No idea.
Can I iPhone this?
Go ahead.
Okay, hold on.
Can you tell me why we celebrate Labor Day? Like, what's the whole purpose behind it?
I don't know.
I think it has to do with something to do with labor unions, the rights for laborers and rights for workers in the country.
Can you tell me why we celebrate Labor Day?
Yeah, it's for all the workers, right?
For all the people that work.
I think we got Labor Day from like back in the day, the Latinos when they was working in the farm fields. Cesar Chavez.
What's the most laborious task you've done in your life?
Worked in a grocery store.
Cleaning out different facilities, buildings, and things like that, and it does make you feel better when you do it for the community.
The laborist task, I used to work for UPS.
I don't really have one. I usually worked at a grocery store, so putting things on shelves is about the only labor I do.
I'll say replant the front yard with some trees and plants.
Picking cotton as a youth.
Going through college.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That was a tough one.
Would you guys say that there's someone else who does more laborious jobs than what you guys have done that you look up to?
Yeah, my mom, she raised me my whole life. I mean, she's done many jobs, and I'm grateful for her because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her, and I look up to her every day.
Probably construction workers in general.
So would you say there's other people who have done more labor than you have, and you look up to them for that?
Yes.
Could you give me an example?
Let's see. I don't know.
My father taught me how to earn a living, you know.
Can you tell me a person in your life who has done a great amount of labor, and you feel that you have a lot of respect towards them for this?
My husband.
Well, I respect my father. He worked 16 years in a factory.
Yeah, I had a couple store managers that were mentors to me.
My grandparents, my parents as well. Basically doing a lot of manual labor, paving the way for myself and others behind us so we wouldn't have to work as hard. So they actually did a lot of the groundwork and foundation. It was built on them.